Okay, this is the dreams and miracles section. Now, this might get a little goofy for you, so hold on. I was flirting. It was my dad's birthday, so I took him to a restaurant called the Outback Steakhouse. We had some steak and stuff, and I saw a pretty lady. Not perfectly pretty, but sometimes that's the best way to go, is not perfectly pretty. But I was flirting with her, and I asked her how my flirting was going, and she held up her thumb like this as I went up and down. She answered with a sideways thumb. And after some pretty cool flirts, I would say with deep respect, I eventually came to the situation where I could ask I could ask her if I could visit her when she's behind the bar, because she said that most of the time I spend my time by the bar. So she said, sure, you could visit me behind the bar. And okay, that's what happened. And then while after time passed, I went to visit her. The first time I said it was too crowded. The second time I gave her a thumb drive, and it had the video of the video that's on my website, Go to Disneyland with God, and that was it. I called back. I called then that was the last thing. And as time went by, maybe a week. No, it wasn't a week, was it? It's probably anyway. I called the manager at the restaurant, and I said that I would have to be invited, and I wouldn't come back because I have to respect the establishment. Let me get some water here. Water always helps. Oh my God, it did help. The first time I went back, let me see what happened. Oh, she was unbuttoning her shirt as I looked at her, so she was doing a little bit of flirting too. And okay, back to where I called back back to when I called the manager. I said I wouldn't come back because I gave her my phone number along with a thumb drive, and the day that I called the manager, some idiot jackass was saying I harassed I was harassing his wife, and he said he had pictures of me and all that stuff, and I was like, WTF? What are you talking about? I respected everybody in that establishment. So anyway, what goes on here? Oh, after she didn't call, and of course you top that with some idiot threatening your life practically, I got a little upset. Oh, by the way, I didn't see any marriage ring on her fingers. So anyway, and that's what the manager said, she might be married. And I've had lots of, and the police, they go to the places where I eat food, and they ask questions about me. I've even called the police. If I'm such a bad guy, why don't they admit that they're looking at me? I mean, come on, I'm calling them nonstop, telling them this and that and the other thing. I call them and I give them the permission to ask me any question they want, and they don't answer. Anyway, I got extraordinarily upset with all this stuff, and of course, like I said, she was unbuttoning her shirt, so I could see more female type stuff. And anyway, I already showed my hand on my website, but let's do the latest hand on the count I had to hurt myself because I felt unbelievably, incredibly bad. Here we go. Ooh, that's pretty bad, huh? Anyway, I know this sounds a little goofy on the count of, probably lots of people think I stalk women, but I don't. I respect people and I treat them well. The police have been following me around for a long time. They know I'm a good person, yet they can't say that they've been spying on me on the count of... They must be stupid and evil. I don't know. I have no idea. And let me see. Oh, here's this. I did tell the supervisor there to pay attention to the light bulbs. I didn't say what I said the second time. I said, now I called again maybe about a month and a half later, thinking, oh man, the police, they victimized my character and all that stuff, running around after me, spreading rumors. So I called again, saying, hey, this is what I plan to do. I plan to ask you with full respect whether or not I could come back, stuff like that. And I told him that the lights burning out in the restaurant were telling him I'm a good person. Oh, see, I don't remember everything right off the bat. But the first time I went over there, as I had a thumb drive that I gave her. No, it must have been the second time. Still, you're getting an idea. The second time I went over there, probably, a light bulb burnt out, and everybody knows the light bulbs are burning out all over the place. If not, they're going to know it. I told the supervisor there that the light bulbs burning out was telling him that I'm a good person. Okay, so check that out. Oh, very interesting, huh? Now, I don't mean to spew all this stuff about that Outback Steakhouse for revenge. I don't mean to piss anybody off. It's just, it's gotten tangled in something that I could pronounce as a statement by God, possibly, that I am a good person. Now remember, this is the dreams and miracles section. We've already had one miracle. The light bulb burning out, as I say light bulbs burn out at the Outback Steakhouse. Now, here's the dream. I had a dream of a box filled with light bulbs. And they were light bulbs with a silver lining right at the tip, where the lighting element would be blocked from entering people's eyes or making it uncomfortable, something like that. And I knew in my dream that these were light bulbs that have burnt out. Okay. Now, what did I say to the man when I called the supervisor man? I said, the light bulbs are telling you that I'm a good person. And when I had my dream, it's my belief, like I said, aliens might be able to induce dreams, but also in the Bible it says God does. Like I said, way too many times, and now you know. But the light bulbs in my dream, I kind of like to think God is talking to me in my dreams. God was telling me, because the light bulbs with the silver tip were the ones that like the booths in the restaurant. So God was telling me, Victor, I think you are a good person. Okay, take it for what it's worth. I don't mean to advertise that I'm a great guy. Most people who know me know I'm pretty good. So that's the miracle. Don't mean to piss off the people at the Outback Steakhouse. The lady there's probably an evil mind reader. Everybody around me seems to be. She's probably led me on so I would burn myself. And who knows? It's just chaos. Maybe the police hurt my reputation with their baloney. We'll find out. But hey, let's run for Congress or something, huh? Anyway, peace, love. That's the miracle and dream. May your days be happy and wonderful. Bye.